Have you listened to any of my other podcast episodes?
Yeah, I listened to the one with No Limit Larry.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Okay,
I like the concept.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. You know, I'm getting back to concepts and quality. You know, for a minute, I was just reckless with the people I was associating with. Not that anything was wrong with them. I just it was missing that quality. So
yeah, because sometimes you can just drift off from your initial starting point.
Exactly, and that's exactly what happened.
You end up fucked up, and then you got to go right back over it.
Back to the basics, back to square one. I'm basically, got to grind, I basically got to grind it out again. Like my listeners, my subscribers, it's almost like I'm starting over. But, so No Limit from your time at as an intern, Power 98, right?
Yeah.
What kind of what was your experience like when you were in the building?
Well, first of all, when I went in there, I didn't think it would be like that because it was just amazing. Like, to go there every day and see what goes into a radio station,
really,
and the parties, the different events,
right?
CIAA, the best time.
Okay,
my second week in there, CIAA.
Really?
Yeah, I was either at the Epic Center with No Limit. They broadcast live from there,
right?
Basically just with them, just seeing what they do.
So when the internship was over, did they reach out to you and was like, hey, we want to do this, we want to do that, or what happened?
I will say, it's a handful of people that I still talk to now.
Okay.
Who's trying to help me.
Okay.
And are helping me. They helped me from day one while I was in there, even though I don't have a job there.
Right.
They still helping me.
Nice. Yeah. See what I'm doing, throughout the month of January, reaching out to people at various stages. In the broadcast industry, more specifically radio.
Mm-hmm.
I had No Limit come through. He's, well documented and accredited radio personality, almost 20 years. A lot of that stuff he was talking about, I didn't know. Even though I've been living here in Charlotte since 1999, listening to, No Limit among other people, I didn't know a lot of that shit he was talking about, just him personally. So, I wanted to talk to somebody who, just getting started, getting their feet wet.
True.
What kind of struggles do you have as far as progressing or getting to the next level?
Really just a radio station, it's hard to get your foot in the door because you can either start on one side of the building, but you'll never see the other side. Right. And it's hard to get on the personality side.
I believe
so that's what I'm trying to do. And it's real hard.
Yeah. See, I'm working now for iHeartRadio, and that's the position that I'm in. I'm on the other side.
Other side.
Yeah, I'm on a different side.
Right.
And I've been going to work every day thinking this was it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the other day somebody was like, nah, it's a whole side over there. That you really can't go to. You can go over there, but don't go over there. You know? So I know exactly what you mean, and it seems like it's almost like an invisible wall because
it really is.
They don't come over there and holler at us, and even if we do go over there, they just act like we're invisible because we're in traffic and weather. So
exactly,
we're not doing anything, even though we pay all the bills for the most part. They see themselves as the rock stars and the talent.
Yeah,
and where the hell
they are though, but
they are. I mean, but and. It's interesting that you said that you can't start on you can have these big names in the building and never see them.
Never see them.
And never see them. Don't interact with them. I mean, either you're on a crazy schedule or they just you got their own entrance. Right. Some people got their own entrance where it goes straight to their parking spot, and then they don't got to deal with nobody. So when you do get in the building, what kind of position are you looking for?
I'll take a part-time on-air position, producer, because I can edit.
Okay. So, but you want to be on air?
I mean, I don't have to be on air. I can just produce.
Okay. I
can be a board operator.
Right. I mean, this is true. I mean, that's what I would prefer. I mean, I don't mind being on air, but I like messing around with the board and producing, and editing the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. Blogging, podcasting.
Right now,
all that.
I know at your time there, like you had the Instagram. Do you even still run the Angry Intern Instagram page?
Nah, I don't.
He was like, fuck the Angry Intern.
Yeah. It died when I left.
Why did they even call you that?
Because like I'll be quick with what I say back. And like, sometimes it sounds angry, but like I really be just, playing around.
Right. People just unprepared for like, how quick you got to come back. It's like, damn, he must have been thinking that beforehand.
They unprepared. They wasn't ready for a real motherfucker.
Really? I believe it. If you were to be on air, like what kind of like would you adopt that persona, like the Angry Intern, or would you be more like, what kind of character would you use?
I mean, it would just depend on which like radio market I'm in. You feel me?
Okay.
Like, because if it's hip hop and R&B, like I'm gonna be just turned all day, like me. Like they know now, like I'm not really angry.
Right.
Like, I'm just goofy as hell. Right.
I think that, I don't know, how old are you?
19.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of people don't know that, and they be thinking like I'm 22, and they be like,
I thought you were like, you got a full fucking beat. I thought you were like fucking 26 at least.
Nah.
When I went to school, when I was 19, I'm 28. So, that's what we did. Was like, get on each other quickly. Like, say the worst thing I can think to say to you. And I just feel like a lot of people, that's so like foreign to a lot of people. Like, if we just start getting on each other, people might, assume that, you mad or you upset. Like
I'm not mad. I'm just getting on your
I'm
ass.
just getting on you. Like, that's what I do. Like, I mean, it comes naturally, especially when you doing lame shit or you behaving lame or you just,
just pissing me off.
Right.
But not really pissing me off.
Exactly. So are there certain things that like you feel like you can't say or like you can't talk about, like maybe current event wise? Like, do you shy away from like politics and stuff like that?
I just don't talk about politics because I'm not a person. I really don't give a fuck about that. Okay. Like, so I do care, but it's like at the end of the day, we can't do shit about it.
You can't do anything about it.
I did vote though.
You did vote?
I did vote.
Wow. You're like I think you're the first person that I've had on my show to say that they voted.
Did my vote count? I don't fucking know. Wow. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Because that motherfucker, you see who win there.
Right. I don't think it counted either, but I mean, you definitely was like, I'm trying to impact, I'm doing what I think I can do to make some type of change. So I mean, I'm not going to tell you don't vote, but
there's no reason to vote.
Right. Because I mean, who would have had thought that, somebody like Donald Trump, no political experience, spewing out all types of, bigotry and racist remarks, would just walk into the White House.
That's crazy because he just don't care.
He don't care.
At all.
He don't care. The same way, man, you don't care about getting on people. He don't care either.
He don't care at all.
He don't give a fuck.
At all.
Like he said, he going to keep his Twitter. He going to tweet from his personal Twitter while he the president. I'm like, yo, all types of shit that shouldn't be happening is happening. But, exactly. I mean, it's America, and I guess motherfuckers just don't care.
But people going around crying and shit, it's like the president can only do so much. Relax. What the fuck can he do?
What can he do? What did Obama do? I
don't know.
You saw motherfuckers was blocking him. He got like he got like one or three. Take two. He got like 1 to 2 things through.
Exactly.
Like, like of all his policy, all the things he wanted to do, he could really only do like one.
Right, because like people don't know we have to go through other people and then
checks and balances.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of checks and balances. Even though the Senate, I think, and the House too. Like, I mean, it's a lot of Republicans in there. So, but at the same time, I still think that he's gonna have some, trouble. You know, a lot of people, a lot of Republicans don't agree with him. Even though he's the Republican president, a lot of people are still like, yo, you too outlandish. I mean, you're a reality TV star,
right?
So we'll see. A lot of people think that Mike Pence is secretly running the show, and Donald Trump's more just like
Donald Trump. He don't even like what the fuck do you do all day?
What do
besides
you do?
Tweet all day?
Right. Like, what do you do? I don't understand it. Like,
and talk to Russia.
Him and Vladimir Putin be on the phone, be FaceTiming each other, eating grapes and shit, man.
If I was anybody, I wouldn't be at the inauguration. Ain't no telling what the fuck.
Ain't no telling what's gonna happen. You got Steve Harvey and other motherfuckers talking about, they gonna do whatever. But I'm like, yo.
Crazy thing is, if Donald Trump wanted to talk to me, I would talk to him. Because I got a lot of fucking questions.
I respect Donald Trump. And he never done nothing wrong to me.
Exactly. He ain't did shit wrong as president yet.
Right.
So, I mean, I can't complain about him. I don't know the motherfucker, but...
Right. You got a lot of motherfuckers angry.
Angry at him. Like, y'all ain't even seen what he gonna do yet.
Right.
Like, just relax.
You know, rah, 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 this and that and this and that. And I'm like, you know, well, it's been rough. It's been kind of rough for me for a long time.
Right.
So, I mean... I don't know how that's going to... I mean, I don't know if it could get rougher.
Right. I got my own issues to worry about who the fuck the president is.
Right. Like, I mean, I'm not that concerned. Like, you know, not when it's all this other stuff I got to be worried about, man. So...
And people act like the world just changed because Barack Obama got in office. But, like, y'all forgot 8 years ago, before Obama, who the fuck was in office?
Who, Bush?
Yeah.
I mean... I don't understand like, even with all the shit with Barack Obama leaving, I was like, can he just leave already?
Right.
How many going away parties do he need?
Exactly.
Like, all week it was like, you know, he giving a speech, then him and his wife making appearances here. I'm like, yo, I never seen Barack Obama. He never came through the hood. He never, you know what I'm saying, was handing out turkeys or, you know, on Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know who this person is. To me, he no different than, I mean, he cooler. I mean, I don't even know if he cooler than Donald Trump. He just a dude. They both
I just never
dudes.
met him.
Yeah.
I don't even listen to the speeches.
I mean, I'm not super into politics, but I keep up with it mostly because it's like all you see on your timeline.
Right.
So there's certain points where you have to keep up with it because that's all anybody's talking about. Speaking of politics, as I weirdly try to segue into the Chris Brown and Soulja Boy, I'm kind of late. I mean, I know people have been talking about it probably for about at least a week or two, but I think this would be the first time it's brought up on my podcast. Who would you say would win in a fight between those two?
I think Chris Brown.
People keep saying Chris Brown.
That motherfucker, he is crazy. I feel like he just a real chill and he a singing motherfucker. I just feel like he'll beat Soulja Boy ass. Like,
I think once upon a time he could, no questions asked. But I think that he's on a lot of drugs currently.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Chris Brown performance within the last 2 years that, like, you know, because a lot of people, when they're thinking of what he can do, they're going back to him at the MTV Awards. I think there was at Las Vegas where he was jumping from table to table.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, a motherfucker like that could, you know, I feel like he could get in the ring with anybody, but he hadn't done that in a long time. Like, so I don't know that he's at the same physical condition, but what I will say is I think he does like box as a hobby. So he's already, you know, he's already familiar with it. So, I mean, but.
And boxing is different from street fighting.
It is.
Soulja Boy, got him in a street fight.
Maybe.
But in the ring.
Well, he being trained by Floyd though. Floyd, the person who never lost. I don't even remember last time I seen Floyd touch the mat.
I had to get quiet because you got a point.
He being trained by this person. The person who never touched the mat is telling you how to not touch the mat, even though he won't be able to do it to the same degree.
Yeah.
I just felt like if
he gonna teach him a little bit.
He gonna teach him a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
but Chris Brown might already know this.
He might, and he's being trained by Iron Mike. And, you know, Mike Tyson, he's knocked out a few niggas in less than 60 seconds.
Right.
So, from Chris Brown, I'm expecting, like, super haymakers that you probably don't want to get hit with.
Exactly. You ain't going to see this nigga.
You not. But from Soulja Boy, I'm expecting him to be super quick and not get hit.
Right.
So, I mean, it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's a little bit of buffoonery involved, but I just like how they're handling it.
Yeah.
I like how they're handling it as opposed to somebody dying.
True. I do, like I say, if Chris Brown don't win, I'm going to be mad. How can you be the bitch ass? Excuse me, let me take two.
Okay. Right? See how easy that is? Shit. Reset.
For real. I'm going to be mad if Chris Brown don't win because how you going to beat up Rihanna? But you can't beat up a man.
Right. Now
like that says something about you.
It do say something about you. I mean, but Rihanna, though, she's all, like, frail and tender. Like, I mean, I wouldn't expect Rihanna to be able to last against very many men. I mean, she's... True. You know what I'm saying? She's not that tall. She's, slim. So, I mean, anybody could wallop. And she's super light-skinned. So, you could...
She gonna get marked
up.
Yeah,
she gonna get marked up. Like, you could, like, probably blow on it and she gonna start turning red. So... but I mean, it's not like I'm rooting for Soulja Boy. I just like I mean, it's just interesting to me. I think he has a chance, but I would like to see Chris Brown win because ultimately whoever loses has to go away.